Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Leo energy. The top row is going to be for those of you in high vibrational Leo energy, coming from an energy of self-love and compassion and forgiveness, so you can keep moving forward in your life. And on the bottom row, we're going to do a few cards for those people who probably reject you because they reject high vibrational Leo energy in their life. So they are in low vibrational Leo energy. And so they're coming more from pride and ego and wanting the spotlight to be on them, not really coming from the energy of love. So some fears and issues they need to work out. Well, you people on the top row seem to be doing really good. If it's just you yourself, you are doing great. You're getting in the driver's seat of your life. You are taking the reins of your free will, coming from the energy of self-love so that you can move forward in a positive manner. You might be getting in a relationship because we have the Taurus Hierophant card. Well, if you're not, you have really obviously done some work. You're getting the driver's seat of your own life, coming from the energy of Cancer, unconditional love, to move forward. You're really maybe giving some thought to your overarching belief system by which you make all decisions in your life. And part of that, high vibrational, I would say that is you, listening to the divine, being connected in, that when you make overarching decisions in your life, you're going to be taking love and the divine and your belief system into consideration. And if it's just you, so that you can come into joy and celebration like within your own self. So Cancer, unconditional love, home and family energy, and Taurus, practical, grounded, earth sign energy, putting in hard work and effort. So emotionally and practically coming together within yourself, putting in the hard work and effort to build your long-term stability, to stand in your inner truth and protect your future. And the reason for the reading is the Ten of Pentacles. And beneath that, oh my goodness, let's see, what do we got here? Well, let's just take a look. That one's good too. Wonder where to stop. Oh, there we got that. Ooh, they're good. Trying to just maybe really get this solid, stable foundation within yourself where you are willing to stand in your inner, youthful, vulnerable truth of who you are and what you believe. That's awesome. So, the reason is because of your foundation. As an Aries Emperor of your own life, you want to make some final decisions in your life. That in Sagittarius Temperance energy, you are going to, maybe that's how you're going to move forward in your foundation. You're an Aries Emperor of your life, that when you make decisions for your life, you don't make decisions just on your heart. You don't make decisions just based on what you're passionate about at the moment. You don't make decisions just based on, if it makes financial sense or something like that. When an emperor makes decisions, that's taking everything into consideration, all aspects of yourself. The emperor is like, all the kings of the suit together. So all aspects of the self that take action in the world based on heart, mind, passion, fire, dreams, practicality, all that. The emperor is all of those. Ruler of the kingdom, you could say. And making a decision that you are going to be in fiery Sagittarius energy, two fire sign energies here. And Sagittarius fire sign energy is about being patient and, waiting for divine timing. But another aspect of Sagittarius fire energy is that they're really social and happy, kind of just like, well, I guess Libra and Gemini are like that too. But the thing that's kind of unique about Sagittarius is like this uh, perpetual curiosity about learning and growing and understanding, and all about like philosophy and belief systems, and just why are they that way? Why am I this way? Why are those people like that? Just not nosiness, but just a real curiosity to learn and grow and understand people and why people think the way they do. Maybe to see through, so that way you'd be able to see through any illusions and be able to see all the emotional possibilities ahead of you, and to know, to see through the illusions of any manipulation and illusions. Again, Seven of Cups, this can be illusions, and the Magician, of course, creates illusions, and we don't want to do that. We want to see all the emotional opportunities ahead of us and believe that we can manifest our dreams into reality. um with Justice, Libra energy of, wanting things to be fair and just and balanced. Libra energy is, a social air sign, again, aspect of ourselves, but trying to have reciprocity and maintain balance and harmony in our relationships. So maybe you want to manifest that. And then the last two here before the Two of Cups soulmate card is Queen of Cups and King of Cups. So that's awesome. So this would be people who emotionally, internally are in touch with those deep emotions. Scorpio is what it represents. And the King of Cups is Cancer energy, another water sign energy. So we have these really deep emotions emotionally, and it's kind of like our inner reflects our outer self, and we take action in the world listening to our heart and our intuition in a soulmate contract where people heal and they bring down the false foundations in their life, where they have equal give and take, and they take emotionally bold, confident action in their life. So, got some power hitters in there. There's a lot of major arcana. Now, if any of you are dealing with people who are more about materialism, and they could be a little bossy and forceful, and they don't want to move forward in their life because they don't want to be held accountable for maybe their past actions, those people, you are this Leo looking at them. you're you're watching them, and those people are trying to look like they're moving forward in an emotionally successful manner as if they got in the driver's seat of their own life, but they didn't, because they're not willing to move forward in their life. So they're not really coming from that energy of unconditional love, but they found a relationship. Two relationship cards here. They might even get married. Um, but they're moving forward in a way that looks successful based on their belief system. But with Taurus being an earth sign, and the reason for the reading being the Ten of Pentacles, this person could be very materialistic and very much about stability and security. And their actual belief system might cause a problem between them being able to move forward successfully in relationships, because their belief system might be that you get into relationships like a job. It's not about, oh my gosh, I love you and let's help each other and let's work and grow together. It's like, no, I get into relationships because of it's a job. Like, I don't know, because maybe the person they get in a relationship has Ten of Pentacles, is wealthy. And so you could be here like, yeah, I see you. You go. I'm going this route and path, and I am going to make a final judgment on people like you. And I am going to balance out my emotions to see through the illusion and the manipulation. of, those people are trying to create illusions about them being fair and just in Libra energy, Gemini Libra energy, but uh this relationship that they're in, it is a soul contract. It's going to teach them some lessons, and it will probably help them heal because they probably got in a relationship with someone who's like themselves, where they maybe haven't been in that before. And they're going to be mirrored back to themselves, and that relationship might blow up in their face. And if you are watching those people, you're going to balance out your emotions. You're going to see the emotional, because who knows, they could be in that forever. It's like a faulty foundation that needs to fall apart and blow up, but who knows if it will. So you're going to see all the emotional opportunities ahead of you. You have all the resources to manifest your dreams into reality. You are going to bring justice and fairness into your life by coming from the energy of love. And that's what you're going to align with, and you're going to heal. And you might make an offer to someone to get into a soulmate contract that is healing, where you positive people do bring down those old foundations. And in order to have that, you don't want a transactional relationship where it's, just, well, I'll give you this and you give me that. You want equal give and take, not in a monetary sense, even though it's pentacles. It's just in a grounded, practical sense of your daily life. There is equal give and take. The person is holding the scales of justice, and we take emotionally bold, confident action. Okay, 11 minutes. Okay, let's go. Um, well, I think you're moving forward. If you're moving for some of you too, though, if it's not just you, you definitely could be moving forward in a relationship that might lead to marriage, and you're putting in work and effort to um stand in your inner truth, is kind of what the Page of Swords is. It's like, I want to be in that energy of like being authentically myself, willing to be vulnerable, because you want this long term stability and abundance. Tell me about the Hierophant energy. That's a lot. Maybe just like 2 or 3 cards. We get the Hierophant again. Okay. So, what you might be trying to do is get yourself emotionally balanced in that energy of unconditional love, so you can, when you do that, that's how you move forward really fast in your like evolvement and your progress. um Maybe because you want to maybe bring this energy towards your overarching belief system. um because maybe your overarching belief system in the past was kind of overwhelmed by past regrets and being focused on past regrets, and we really need to all of our effort to being creative and inspired about how we are going to deal with those past regrets, because that could hold us up and keep us from coming into joy and celebration within ourselves and others. Let's see. What is, we don't need to know really what the regrets are. You would know that. But what are some positive steps Leo could take to, in that creative effort? We don't want our overarching belief system to be overwhelmed by regret, is what it could have been before, or prior relationships could have been that, or your overarching belief system by which you made decisions was overwhelmed by past regret, of focusing on past pain and heartbreak when people let you down and hurt you. So it says, too, what you can do is, love is the only thing that heals. So the universe wants to offer you, and for you to accept the fact that you can offer yourself and be in the energy of love every day. It's a free will choice. We have free will. So, keep harnessing, keep believing, keep moving forward, keep offering love to those past pains and heartbreak. I mean, we can't ignore them. We do have to deal with them, but we're all fallible human beings. Everybody we dealt with is fallible human beings. We're all human beings trying to learn that everything that happens in our life um, can either weigh us down or we can use it. A magician transforms energies into fuel, like to fuel our life forward. Um, if some people just chose to be ugly and mean in your life, the universe is going to take care of them. People reap what they sow. And, they're not going to they can look like they're having all the time of their life, but the only true victory in life comes from being in an energy of love. So, it's kind of just maybe to offer love to the past. It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. We can only live in today. And at this moment today, we decide I'm going to be in the energy of love. In the Six of Wands, I'm rising above inner conflict, petty conflict, other people who want to try to make me feel like I need to compete with them, people who want to fight and argue with me. I don't have to do that. We don't have to focus on past pain and regret. Um, we can trust and believe that right now I want to be in the energy of love. I accept that I can choose to be in the energy of love at this moment. And if we keep choosing to be in that energy, the past pains will dissipate. We just accept, I don't know, that the universe is going to help us deal with it, the divine. So we're going to move forward, and we're going to stand in our inner truth. Again, there could be regret because someone could have offered love to a past person who they felt would make them move forward in a manner that makes them look like they're moving forward successfully and like they've had some type of victory. Um, but stand in your truth about that. You see through the illusion. You know that it's not based on love. So let them do what they do. You come into celebration within yourself. So tell me about the Four Wands. Just one, two, or three. About the Four Wands. The Page of Wands is about being a student of life, willing to say, there's so much I don't know, and that we don't know about the universe and the way it works and whatever, but it's like, you know what? I can start fresh. I can start new. I can have that youthful, creative, hopeful, tap into that energy. And when we do that, we're willing to move forward and offer our resources to keep moving forward each day, the energies in our life are going to shift. And we will be able to come together with others in joy and celebration and be self sovereign within our own sense of stability. And we also want to work on having that emotional foundation within ourselves so that we can be that self sovereign, stable person out in the world. Um, and the bottom of the deck, for the reason for that, is because of Pisces Hangman energy, which is, you know, um, taking time to tap into our emotions and our creativity and our inspiration to try to see things from new perspectives, to become more enlightened. It's like the universal hang people up sometimes in Hangman because it's like you need to shift your perspective. Needless if a person before was kind of overwhelmed about past regret, it's like the universe is offering you love to be able to move forward in victory, to rise above all that. Every moment of every day, you have a choice: focus on the past or be in the present. And today, you can be victorious, So if we become enlightened in how we perceive the world from a different perspective, we can have this come together in peace within ourselves and come together with others in celebration. Tell us about, I'm going to switch decks. Tell us about the Eight of Pentacles. And they're putting in work and effort to listen to your intuition. That's Cancer Pisces energy, both water sign emotional energies. Start building your life. Take the time to creatively specifically build your foundation the way you want it, listening to your emotions, listening to your heart, coming from the energy of love and inspiration. And also the high priestess talks about, having that higher vision of, what you can imagine your life to be. Let that be your guiding influence. So, and connecting in with the divine of what your life could be, can be, imagine it can be, and we start putting work and effort in towards that. And with the Three of Swords on the bottom, I would say it's like about coming to balance between your mind and your heart, no longer letting a Three of Swords, past pain and heartbreak, be what you work from, which maybe in the past is what you could have worked from. It's saying, don't be so much up in your head. Don't be so much down in your emotions and feelings. Come together between the two. Find that balance of what's just and fair. We need to use our mind in a positive manner. We need to listen to our heart and our emotions in a positive manner. And then tell us about the Page of Swords. Here we have the Leo sun. We get to the sun where we are in life-giving energy, where the fears and insecurities just can't be there. The love, the sun is too bright. And where we can authentically be ourselves. And with that, we move forward. We move behind and we leave the Five of Swords behind, which can be an energy of wanting to win at all costs and mental conflict. And in the Six of Swords, we've gained that new truth and clarity and insight. Things have been illuminated, and we're willing to move forward and expand our consciousness, expand how we perceive ourselves, what we believe is possible, how we perceive the world and what we think is possible. It's like just like opening ourselves up to possibilities. Let's see, here we go from Six Swords to Eight Swords, so a Two of Swords. Two of Swords can be about, since we have this one before it, I think it's about, Two of Swords is where the person has their arms crossed in front of them and they have a blindfold on and they're holding a sword in each hand. I kind of think of that as like, we do again have these two sides of our free will that we're always trying to balance. You know, we have to embrace both sides of ourselves, and this and that can be true at the same time. These people who are doing life like this, that's where they're at this time. They maybe have a win at all costs attitude. They're going to have a win at all costs type of life until they go through the learning process of where they are in their conscious awareness of how they perceive themselves and others. They're going to be in that type of life. Eventually, maybe they'll gain some more clarity and insight, and they'll decide they want to move forward too. So I think you're letting this be if you were dealing with people like that, and you're coming to peace within yourself. You know, it's kind of like they talk about a lot of times if you listen to tarot of people on different timelines. They're just on a different place. It's like different levels of the video game. They're still on level 3, and you kind of are on level moving on to level 4 or 5 now. And so you're coming to peace about that. You're giving a lot of thought, finishing out a cycle. A 9 is the end of a cycle, giving a lot of thought to what it means to be aligned. Soulmates, this is a soulmate card. We have all different types of soulmates come into our life. It can be our kids, our parents, our grandparents, our friends, our neighbors, lovers and boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. Soulmates come into our life because it's kind of like there's something we needed to learn from them. So some soulmates don't come to stay. They don't say, what is that? I can't remember that saying. Something about some people come in to stay and some aren't there for a long time, whatever it is. Anyway, you know, sometimes it's almost like, if you're in a relationship with someone like this, you didn't realize it, but they had some lessons to learn, that they maybe kept hidden from you for a while. And when it was revealed, either you could have stayed and suppressed your own inner belief and truth to be there, or it helps catapult you and say, yes, this is someone you loved and you had affinity towards, but you kind of did as much as you could with that person. And then each person, kind of had to go to their different levels of the video game of life because you are ready to move forward in a positive manner and they weren't. They still have some issues, some skills and coping skills and learning skills to learn before they can move to the next level. Um, and you want to move forward. You are, you're ready to go. You're ready to get in the driver's seat of your life. You are in the energy of unconditional love. There might be, you're giving a lot of thought. Maybe things have been illuminated to you, so now that you can move forward and give a lot of thought to maybe a current relationship that you're in and moving forward. But we've got to, we just take people every day at where they're at, maybe you learned a lot of lessons with this if you were in a relationship with someone before. And just all of us, we've all had friend groups, even if we haven't had boyfriends and stuff like that, or marriages, that, we get better at standing in our truth. And we deserve, each person in a relationship deserves to be treated with love and compassion and self control and respect and all of that. You have more skill sets moving forward now. You hold on to those, and, we are willing to speak up for ourselves more. And when somebody kind of throws up a red flag, it's like, we need to deal with this. You're shortchanging yourself, and that means I get shortchanged. Let's work on it. So I think we'll move on to the shadowy Leos. We'll give them a quick shout out here. Okay. So those people, the reason for their reading is they also got in a soulmate contract. And they probably gotten one that's aligned just like them now. And they maybe never quite been in a relationship. But, that's kind of how the universe works. When the universe realizes, like, you and this person were, if you were with someone else before, are on two different levels here. It ends up being shown, this person went and showed like who they were, and you're showing who you are. They probably got in a relationship with someone who's going to teach them a lot. If this person reflects back to them who they are, yeah, it's for them to decide, like, oh my gosh, I, never had anybody mirror me back before. I had no idea, it kind of dings on them one day. It's like, oh my gosh, that's how I was in that other relationship. Now they know what it feels like. So this person is overwhelmed by the things that maybe drive them, their fear, their pride, their ego, their insecurities, or materialism, whatever it is. But so they could have made an offer to someone who they thought they could be emotionally codependent on, that they saw as being emotional wish fulfillment. But they're in shadowy Leo energies, so it can all be about pride and ego. And maybe the person they got in a relationship is emotionally codependent too. And they're both going to be struggling to have everything be about them and their pride and their ego. And they expect their dreams to, they're dreaming of what this could be, but they're in la la land. And they have illusions about this relationship. Let's go see what's underneath. Okay, so a soulmate maybe made them an offer to have a new emotional beginning, and things changed, and they decided to listen to their emotions and go for it passionately for this new thing, but they're being manipulative and deceptive. They don't really want to go forward and learn and grow and expand. This might just, they turned away from that. This might all be for the fact that this person offered them a new financial stability and security to come this way. So let's go see. 29 minutes. Okay. Um, why is this person overwhelmed? Ooh. They're overwhelmed because this foundation maybe really, they don't have a stable foundation, and maybe this relationship they got into is not stable. Maybe they even got in this relationship and it ended already. Um, this person is emotionally unstable, and they could take some really foolish risks in their life, and maybe because someone offered them this new beginning. Okay, so tell us about the Ace of Cups or the Page of Cups. They also could be overwhelmed if they had been working on a foundation that really was emotionally fulfilling. That person went and wanted to move forward, and this person rejected all that, so they're overwhelmed. So they're thinking of like making an offer. They could be trying to balance out their emotions about this new relationship if they're still in it. They're emotionally indulging themselves in this relationship. They're hoping to heal from the truth. Or maybe they're proclaiming that this relationship is their truth. Libra energy there. They maybe think it's fair and just for them to be in this relationship. Tell us about the dream. They dreamed that their dreams would come into reality by getting into this shadowy Leo relationship. Ooh. One cycle, they dream of like cycles ending and being able to keep things hidden. Um, they might want to be with somebody who's a Pisces. So, um, if they had gotten out of another relationship, they could be overwhelmed that that one ended. They're trying to balance out their emotions about making an offer to indulge themselves in this other connection. They're trying to heal, and maybe, yeah, they're maybe trying to heal, so they came up with a new idea of how to emotionally indulge themselves. So they dreamed of ending one cycle to keep things hidden. Oh, I love to find out what was hidden. What was hidden? I mean, besides the fact that they maybe are in shady kind of Pisces energy, which shady Pisces energy is about being too much in illusions and delusions and dreamy of what they think could be. What's hidden? That they're a King of Swords. They could be bossy, like they're the boss, of the mind. It's what's logical, what's practical, what makes sense. They could be like an authoritarian. They could be emotionally cold. They could be hiding that, because I think over here we had that they present as a King of Cups. Let's see what else. What else is hidden? 34 minutes. We'll finish up here really quick, but kind of nice to be nosy about these people, right? Okay. They dreamed they could end a cycle and keep things hidden. That they could end a cycle and be in shady Pisces energy, which is being of the mind, creating the moon is also, they dream that they could end a cycle and create illusions, because in the moonlight we can't see everything clearly. What are they hiding? They were offered a stable opportunity, but they have a lot of stress and anxiety about tapping into their Libra, Taurus, Empress energy, being creative and inspired and coming from the energy of love. The Empress is a counterpart to an Emperor energy, and it is like the rulers of the kingdom of self, and is being in that ability to create new things, being, you know, knowing that you have all the resources, that, you know, you're creative, you're inspired, you do everything from love. You know, that's the fount from which all things are born, you know, and they're hiding that they were offered that opportunity, but they have a lot of stress and anxiety. So they probably got in this other relationship to be a shady empress. And a shady empress is somebody who wants to be surrounded by the luxuries of life. And so they decided, hoping to end a cycle and keep things hidden about the fact that they've logically decided to be in shadowy Leo energy because someone offered them maybe a new beginning, and they have given a lot of thought to this, and they've decided they are going to get in a relationship to surround themselves with the luxuries of life. Okay, tell us about the Seven of Cups illusion here. Oh, and create an illusion. They're going to be in the soulmate contract, um, to emotionally indulge himself like in luxuries of life, and maybe being bossy and being able to keep things hidden and secret and create an illusion. Yep. Oh, there's the King of Swords popped up again. Could possibly, some Leos out there could be dealing with a Libra energy, and also it's just somebody's sense of their Libra aspect, their sense of justice and fairness is skewed. So maybe that's why Libra is showing up so much. But the illusion they're going to create is like, you know, it's funny. You guys had the Ten of Pentacles up here too as the reason for your reading. They're creating the illusion of look how stable and abundant we are. We're coming from an energy of pure love, and but really, this King of Swords person who's kind of emotionally cold and whatever decided to make a love offer for materialistic reasons to like a third party or a triangulated type of situation. And why? Because they're repeating past patterns of the past. And also, they could have reunited with someone from their past. The Six of Cups talks about that too. Or they're getting in a relationship that is reminiscent of their childhood. And maybe this is how they view relationships, so that it's logical, practical. It's all about kind of offering love for money and to surround yourself with the luxuries of life. It's, yeah. Okay, we'll end it there. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.